Good evening to all of you. Am I audible? Please put the comment in the description box that you can hear me. Am I audible, everyone? Everyone, am I audible? Okay, so today we are going to announce the SureShot Rankers program. And the reason is because we have seen the huge success. More than 50 students from the SureShot Rankers and Senior program have cleared all the stages of the UPSC. Last year, we have started with this concept, that is the SureShot Rankers program, the very first program of its kind in this entire industry. And we truly believe that whatever we wanted to achieve through this program, the level of success, we have gone beyond that, right? So in this, for 2025 batch, this new version of Rankers program, or you can say the veteran program, is going to be launched from 1st of June itself. That is very next week of after the prelims. So what are the important components of this program? How this Rankers program is going to be unique as compared to the first version, right? So I will not take much time. I will just jump on the core idea, the core philosophy of this program. And at the end, if you will have any doubt, definitely you can raise the question, right? So the very first point is the philosophy of this program, or who all can join this program, because this is not an open program. This is the very first point. I just wanted to make it clear, right? So all those students who are struggling to, or you can say who are struggling in the mains, right? Because many students I have seen, they could not clear could not clear the interview this year. So this program is for them. Second category of student are those who are even struggling to clear the mains itself, right? So if you have given 2 mains, 3 mains, you are scoring above 700 marks, but not like above 740 or 730, then this program is for you, right? Then second thing is helping you get 440 plus in the GS marks. That is our main target. Then invite only program as only 50 seats. The admission process for this program is going to be on the invitation basis, right? Invitation basis means first you have to fill the form, you have to send your mark sheet, your copies, you have to be present with us either through offline or online. We are going to check the level of answer writing, or the level of answers, level of your notes, or your approach to understand the demand of the question, your understanding about the structuring of the answer. Based on the proper assessment, the admission will be allotted, right? So this is very important step to understand, or this part. Okay, so it is not open for all. The next is send your answer copies and mains mark sheet to us. So after the session is end, I will provide the email address, or even you can fill the Google form. Then our team will get back in touch with you. They will request all the documents, whatever is required to get admission into this program, right? So these are some basically philosophy what we are going to follow. Apart from this, my friends, what we are going to focus, especially in this program, is basically we are going to talk about more like mainly the structuring of the answer, the template based answer, right? Or you can say the value addition. So these are the three components which we will be talking about in this. I will give you the example also after this slide. So first, look at the features. There are going to be 14 UPSC level FLTs, 18 GS or 12 FLTs. There will be essay test and one simulation also. Then feedback within 48 hours. Now this part is very, very important. This part is very, very important. Why? Because, just a moment. Okay, feedback within 48 hours. the most important component or the feature of this program is you don't have to wait for the copy to get even evaluated. You can write the answer, you can bring your copies right next or right in front of us, and we will give you the marks right then and there. We will discuss, right? So, because many times it is very difficult to understand why the evaluator has given you 3 marks out of 10, 4 marks out of 10. There are always doubts, right? We don't understand on what basis the marks has been allocated, right? So to avoid those kind of confusion, what we are going to do, you can write the exam and you can bring your copies. As simple as that. If you want the evaluator to get the copies evaluated, we will get it evaluated done in 48 working hours, right? So even if you don't want to get it evaluated, you can directly bring your copies, so that you should not, or you don't need to wait. And that is the reason why we have very limited number of seats, because obviously we cannot accommodate like 500 students, right? So we are going to pick up only the elite student who have a potential to clear the exam, who have given interviews, and who are struggling hard to clear the mains also, right? So this program is very intense. At the same time, it is only for those aspirants who are serious, okay, who are serious candidate who wants to clear the mains in 2025. So this is very important. Then one-to-one mentors discussion of your answers just after the test, discussions of topper copies, strengths and weaknesses, right? This year, like more than 50 students have cleared the UPSC, right? So we are going to highlight their answers. We are going to discuss what are the strengths in their answer, what are the weakness in their answer, so that it will help you to compare your answers with the topper's answer, right? So we will be doing this kind of activity every week, right? Or maybe if you really want to like compare your answer individually with any topper, that facility is also available. Then major focus on structuring and value addition. My friend, this component, right? Major focus on structuring and value addition. Why I am talking about this part? Because I just had a word with Rahul Shekhar, right? He secured 242 rank this year, and just because of the structuring, he could score 60 marks extra. I am talking about in GS. Last year, I made this commitment that after the session with the team, with me, it is my promise, it is my guarantee, you will be able to increase the score by 0.5 or at least 1 marks in each and every question. But for that, you should write the test. You should attend the session. You should participate in one-to-one mentoring session. Only then we will be able to give you the feedback, right? And this session, whatever the session we are taking in the Rankers program, it is not like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Each and every question we are discussing. So it takes time, right? And once you get the feedback from the session, then only you need to apply that, right? So structuring and value addition. Structuring is, again, let me give you more in-depth idea about it. Just a second, let me grab a glass of water. Since morning I have been speaking, so that is the reason. Okay, so for example, many of us are confused, like what exactly is the structuring of the answer, right? So last year in the for the veteran batch or for the Rankers program, if you have been the part of it, you already know it, right? What we were doing, we were trying to structure the answer at 3 different levels, right? This is what I have explained also. To structure the answer, you should find the scope. You should find the scope to divide the answer or divide the demand of the question at 3 levels, right? One is at keywords level. one at statement level, and third is at tail word level or command word, right? 90% of the students are very comfortable as far as the command word or tail word is concerned. 50% of the students knows how to divide the statement of the question. Only 1% know what is the scope to divide the keywords in the question. And I will give you the example of that. So this level of discussion we are going to take place, or we are going to conduct for Rankers program. Focus on the content is not see, after the prelims, you will not have much time even to prepare the content, right? And I believe if you already have given 2-3 mains, 2-3 interviews, then, or even if you are recommended, so you will have a good content already in your notes, right? But the problem is with the structuring of the answer. So structuring of the answer is based on these three components. One is keyword, statement, or tail word. To what extent you are able to identify it, and to what extent you are able to open it. So this part we used to discuss in the previous batch. Now, in this batch, what we are going to do, we are going to apply the templates. I'm not talking about that ancient templates like pestle approach and all, right? I will show you how to pick up the keyword instantly and use or prepare your own template, right? I'm not talking about the points. I'm not talking about the content. I will show you how to pick up one keyword in each and every question for each and every topic, and how to open it up. Because my friends, if you are not able to open up the keywords, it will be very difficult to write good number of points, right? So if you know how to identify that particular keyword and in what direction you have to open it up, that will give you edge in the answer writing, right? For example, I have picked up a question and I will give you the opportunity to do it, right? For example, this is the question. The world suffers a lot, not because of the violence of bad people, but because of the silence of good people. As soon as you read the question, frankly, I'm asking you, you need to be very honest with me. Tell me what you are thinking. You must be thinking, first of all, you will start thinking, okay, what will be the introduction? What should be my body? What kind of content I'm going to write down in my body? That is what you might be thinking, right? But what I want you to think, is there any template you can think? The template means which helps me to generate n number of points, which helps me to address the demand of this question in various ways. My friend, developing this habit is important. ठीक है, अगर आप हैबिट डेवलप नहीं करोगे तो वहां पे 10 क्वेश्चन से ज्यादा आप कंफर्टेबल नहीं होगे. This is what you need to understand. So the main focus in this program is going to be developing the habit of analyzing the demand of the question and structuring the answer, right? So now I'm giving you an opportunity to tell me, is there any template we can use? Anyone? Bhupendra, Vasant, Sushant, what will be your approach? Achal, what will be the approach? Don't tell me the theory. I don't want content. I don't want content. I want structuring. Like, I want the idea. Like, in what idea you are thinking to frame the answer. Without this, my friend, it is not possible to get good marks. I will show you the copies of all those students in the upcoming weeks where you will see the drastic change in the answer writing just because of this process. I will make you so efficient that as soon as you will read the question, you know how to prepare the template right then and there. Can anyone give an attempt? No? See, Forget about the introduction and conclusion as of now. What is my idea? I will share what is my approach in this question, right? Question says the world suffers a lot not because of the violence of bad people, right? But because of the silence of good people. So obviously, now just try to apply those three parameters. Negative impact of silence people is not addressing issues. Vasant, yes, that is right. But you have to go further down. You have to further uh, break down this point which you have written, though you have picked up right. See, this question, this part, just remember tail word, keyword, and statement, right? So in this question, there is no tail word, right? Tail word is means you need to discuss the significance or the relevance of this quotes in the contemporary time, right? That is the tail word. Is there any keyword? Answer is no. Yes, a statement I can break down, right? A statement I can break down. For example, this part, the world suffers a lot not because of the violence of bad people, right? Are you going to address this in your answer? If it is a 10 marker question, would you be addressing this part of the answer, or yes or no? Tell me. Give me a response, please. The world suffers a lot not because of the violence of bad people. Is this statement, are you going to address in your answer or not? Yes. Vasant, I think this part of the answer, this statement, you can address in the introduction itself. You can address this in the introduction itself, right? Because it is a non-core demand of the question. Hai na? So, but this part, I need to, the second part of the question, I will address. Which part? Bad, but because of the silence of good people. Now, to generate the points for this statement, I should have some idea in my mind, some templates in my mind. I cannot just start explaining this. This is the most common problem I have seen in the ethics copy. Students, people start explaining the meaning of this statement. No, you already have done this in the introduction. When the question says you need to discuss the significance or the relevance of this quote, right, in the contemporary time. Now, in the contemporary time, start linking this quote. So, what I can do, I can highlight the various issues due to silence of good people, right? Now, this is my core demand of the question. Now, this core demand of the question, I will tell you how to use the template, right? For example, let me rub all this. Issues or the problem due to the silence of good people, right? Now, the first template I am talking about, this issues part, I will break down. How? Just think in the terms of environmental issues. We are good human being, right? But if I'm silent about the environment, the climate change, this will be an issue, right? So at environmental level, I can generate the point. At social level, I can generate the point, right? In social, I can further divide it like related to caste, right? Caste based discrimination. We are witnessing it in our society, right? So social, then environmental, caste for vulnerable section, right? Similarly, we can talk about at corporate level, right? Similarly, we can think at institutional level, like civil service institution, right? We can even link it with democratic institutions like parliament and all, right? Now, this is what I am going to do. If I have to generate the points, if I'm not able to think in all these aspects, do you think my answer or evaluator will give you my the marks? Or do you think I will be able to write diverse point in my answer? Answer is no. Now, you should ask yourself, if this question would have been in front of you, what you would have been like what you would have written. I'm sure you would start explaining this statement, but explaining the statement will not give you the marks, because question specifically asks कि भाई contemporary relevance highlight करो. So if the good people will become silent, if they will not going to raise the concern, right, the society will face the issue, environment will face the issue, vulnerable section of the society will face the issue, women will face the issue, even the corporate culture, right, institutions. So this is what I call as a template based approach. So just identifying the keyword is not ultimate thing, right? It is not the ultimate, because see, many mentors, many like people, they are talking, identify the keywords, identify the statements. My friend, it is not only about identification, it is all about how you are going to break it down. Fareed, see, how to think of examples in each level. These are these are real life example. If you are good people, right, but if you are silent, or if you are silent about the poor waste management in your society, what are you doing? It means you are also culprit, you are also responsible for environmental degradation. Yes or no? Tell me. If you are in the system, or if you are part of civil services institution, and you can clearly see there is a corruption, cases of corruption going on, if you are not going to raise your voice, obviously you are a part of it then, right? Though you are not involved into it, but you can clearly see it. You are a good human being. But being good human being does not mean that you have to keep your mouth shut if you identify any corruption going on in the system, right? So issues at different level I have to think to generate the points. So this is important. This will give you an edge in the answer. This will help you to basically generate n number of points. Otherwise, how can you generate the points, my friend? Notes will, like, if you are not thinking at this level, I'm damn sure even your notes will not help you. Your notes will become generic. So this is important to understand, and this is what exactly we are doing in SureShot program also. So in Rankers program, I will not tell you how to prepare the content, because after the prelims, I know, even you know it, whatever the content you already have is going to be more than enough to write a very good answer. But how to use the content, that I will discuss with you. Trust me, my friend, just you will be surprised to see the level of improvement in your answer writing. क्योंकि आंसर बहुत मोनोटोनस से हो गए nowadays. Everyone knows pestle approach है, ये है, वो है, like that is the reason why even the cutoff has gone down, right? How would you get the marks? Because the same thing is being repeated again and again and again. So if you really want to take an edge in the answer writing, this is the only way. And this sounds very easy. Just pick up few questions and tell me, sir, I'm comfortable with this approach. I'm not saying this is impossible to do, but you need to do a lot of practice. You need to sit with us. And if you really want to see this magic, bring your answers to, fill the form, bring your answers to us. Because that is the first process. Otherwise, this program, like the criteria of this program is very tough, right? You have to present your answers. You have to present your mark sheet. First, we are going to discuss, right? If you are very serious about it, only then we will take only 50 admissions, because we don't have that much of capacity. If we are going to spend 1.5 hours with each and every student, like it will be very difficult to handle the masses, right? So any questions so far? Please let me know. So this is the tentative timetable. I will show you as the last slide. So there are 12 tests, right? 14. So 8 FLTs, but there will be another version where we will have 12 FLTs also. So proper time has been given. Like there is a gap of 7 days between each test, right? And this is what even the All India rank Shakti Dubey has also suggested, right? आपने देखा होगा वो पॉडकास्ट जिसमें she has clearly said the scheduling of the test is extremely important. Extremely important. So in this case, you will get 1 week for every paper so that you can revise. You can think about the templates, right? You can think about the structuring and then prepare yourself in 1 week and then come for the writing, right? What we believe, what is my philosophy or our philosophy is, we first believe in training and then writing. Usually in other places, the process is opposite. They will ask you to write and then learn, but by the time you will start writing, already 1 month will be gone, right? I hope this is very important to understand. Time is very crucial after the prelims. Hardly 70-80 days you have, and out of that 10-15 days can be miscellaneous, right? So in 65-70 days, it is very important to manage the time properly. Okay. So this was all about the session. Any question anyone have, please do let me know. Anyone, please. Ria, when is the batch starting? It is from the 1st of June. Fill the form. You will get the your queries will get addressed. And like I have told you, you need to fill the form and all. First, you need to send the copies, your notes and everything. You have to first sit with us. Okay. Interview nahi hai, but still, we really want to have a word before we offer this program to everyone, right? So, Ria, if you are a fresher, then the batch is already started, right? On 27th of April, I think the new batch is going to be started. And for 2025, the senior batch is already running, and this batch will be starting from 1st of June. Okay. Any question anyone has, please do ask me. Fareed, you can make a video how a beginner should make a plan for 1 year to complete the syllabus. How should they make a schedule for each paper? Fareed, Ria, you want to join for 2026? Then please, you can fill the form given in the description box, or you can call on this admission number. The number is given. You can call on this number, or even the form will be there. You can fill that form. You will get the team will get in touch with you as soon as possible. And even if you want to talk to me, you can request the team. They will allow, or they will make the arrangement to have a one-to-one discussion before even you join. Vasant, the application will start soon. It will start soon, in a day or two, right? So It is all about, again, first come, first basis. Any question anyone have? Right? So even if you will have any question later on, please fill the form, get in touch with us. If you are in Delhi, you're most welcome. You can come to the 7B Vajiram building near Karolbagh gate number 5. Me and the other senior mentors are always available, like in office hours, not always, I'm sorry. Okay, like from 10 to 6. You can bring your, but please don't forget to bring your copies and notes. That is extremely important, right? So this is all about this program. And yes, another thing is we will be giving one pager notes as well, right? One pager notes, then workbook will be provided in this. So there are a lot of things. Strategic sessions will be there, right, where I will discuss the templates for various topics based on the previous year's question. That component is also there, right? So we will make sure all those who are going to be part of this program, my target is to achieve 100% result, and I am going to do anything for that. Okay, because I know I have 50 students, right? So I will make sure all of them should clear the exam. That is the idea. Now, rest depends on you. So I'll wrap up this session here. For any doubts, get in touch with me by filling the form. Thank you so much.